Hello, everybody. We're going to continue with a five-step PEMDAS problem. This is order of operations where we have 5 different operations, and the outcomes can change if you don't do things in the right order. So we're going to start. We've got 5 times all of this, so 8 plus 2 times what's in the parentheses, and you've got multiplication and subtraction going on inside the parentheses. So that should get your wheels turning about which operation we're going to do first. And then as a rule, I like to write in the implied operations, which are not explicitly written out, but they are understood. So let's take a look at my tablet, and I will fill in some of those blank spots. So this is where I transcribe the problem. 5 times 8 plus 2 times 9 times 4 minus 18. It really helps to have the visual here. Otherwise, it's just doesn't make too much sense. So I'm going to write in, we've got a multiplication operation here and another one here. So the first one is positive 5 times whatever is inside these brackets, and then positive 2 times whatever's inside these, after the last man standing. We're going to have, like, I'm going to vote people off the island here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different operations. So we're going to have 5 different steps. So I better duck. There's going to be a construction area coming down. All right. So what we need to do, PEMDAS, as you know, is P, E, M or D, and then A or S. And addition and subtraction are clear at the bottom of all this. Addition and subtraction are the weakest, and they have some of the worst rules, I think. You have to have everything matched up properly to add or subtract. But the P stands for parentheses, and in this case, parentheses could mean a variety of things. Parentheses, hard brackets, curly brackets, and absolute value brackets, and then also the line in a fraction. You got the numerator and the denominator, right? Does that look like a D? Poke it through there. Break that line. Okay, so anything in parentheses, and here we have what we call nested parentheses. Nested parentheses. So basic parentheses. There we go. Basically for this, we are running through this algorithm, and every time we hit one of those, we run through it again, make sure we've gotten to the very center of what we're trying to get to. So we're looking for parentheses. Well, here's a hard bracket. So there's 1. Okay, so we know there's 1 there. And then we just start looping. Is there another set of parentheses? And yes, there is. And then here, do we see parentheses again? Not new ones, just the matches, the pairs for these two. So no more parentheses. And do we have exponents? No. Do we have multiplication or division? Yes. So that's where we're going to start. And I'm going to put numbers. Let's go back to red. This is going to be our first operation. Okay? And then our second will be here. First, second, and then third, we have to be, these two operations will be gone. And then the next one has to be inside these hard brackets or square brackets. So we have multiplication and addition, and of these two, multiplication is first. So there's our third one. And addition is our fourth. And then outside of these parentheses, even though this is multiplication, it has to wait its turn outside the hard brackets. So this is going to be the order that we do these in. Okay, and I'm going to rewrite this line each time. And I suggest you do the same strategy when you are taking a test, because it will take a little more time, but I think it will make your answer more accurate. Generally, whenever I skip steps, I start to get answers wrong, and it looks really bad in classroom, but it's worse on a test, because if you have to retake a test or you just don't pass, we just want to eliminate as much risk as we can. So study, get ready for the test, and then use every smart strategy we can to do well on the test. So first one, 9 times 4, 36, right? You guys remember that any number multiplied by 9 gives you an answer that totals 9. 3 plus 6 is 9. So you can kind of use that as a checksum. So that's our first operation. We're going to copy down the rest as neatly as we can. Okay. So we're going to go to our parentheses, and this is still going to be our next operation. That's subtraction, right? So we're get 36 minus 18. You guys really good at your multiplication table. This is 2 times 9. This is 4 times 9, so we know, right? 36 minus 18. If you have to do it longhand, that's fine. 36 minus 18. Line up your 1s column with your 10s column. 6, you can't subtract 8 from 6, but we can borrow from the 3, leaving 2. Make this a 16. 16 minus 8 is 8, and then 2 minus 1 is 8. Okay, so our answer here is going to be 18. And let's, I'm going to keep those parentheses here because we have a 2 without a multiplication symbol. So we'll just keep that. And when we are looking at parentheses in PEMDAS, there has to be an operation for it to be significant. Otherwise, it's just holding a number that will be multiplied to the number next to it. So we've talked about considering a number like this. Keep the operator, although this is an operator, addition. We're going to keep that right with this number. It makes it a positive 2, and now it's positive 2 times 18. And that's going to be 36, right? So this is our next operation, giving us 36. We can get rid of those parentheses now and just focus on the hard brackets. And this is positive 2 times 18 gives us positive 36. And we're going to put the 8 in there with that. So now we know what to do. This positive sign now becomes an operator where we add these two together. And let's put the 5 out here. So we've copied down all the numbers. We've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4 operations. First, second, third, fourth operation. We are about to do this addition step, right? So 8 plus 36, you can write it out longhand. 36 plus 8. 6 and 8 is 14. Carry the 1, and that's 44. So let's say this is 44. Change colors just for variety. Bring out purple. 44. Keep those hard brackets. And 5 times 44. Does anyone remember my rule for multiplication by 5? It's great. Take half of this number and add a 0. So 44 divided by 2 is 22, right? And add a 0. So 220 is our answer to this problem. And the reason my little magic rule of multiplication by 5 works, you divide by 2, multiply by 10. So we have 10 multiplying by, and we're dividing by 2. That's equal to 5 over 1, which is equal to 5. So this is one way we can redefine our terms by redefining 5 as 10 divided by 2. It's really easy for humans to relate to math with tens because we have 10 fingers, 10 toes. And our whole system was based on counting on fingers, the original math. So it's often easy to take half of a number and then just add the 0. If it's an odd number, it's a little harder. But say the number was 7. 7 times 5. Half of 7 is 3.5. We're going to move the decimal point over one place to the right, making 35. So it's the same principle. Anyway, if you haven't tried that multiplication by 5 thing, try it out next time you see a 5. When you're stuck in traffic behind a car with a 5 in the license plate, do the math, as they say, and see if you can get quicker at doing your math. All right, so answer was 220. Key term nested parentheses here and PEMDAS. If you need help, you can look at the links here in the overview. Oops. I never saved this. So I think everyone should know by now where you can, we start with the overview here. Here it comes, wait for it. Okay, and if we go to student view, it's deluxe. So we have the overview, intro to order of operations, PEMDAS, and These are links to Khan Academy. If you need to try another language, right here is a link to different languages that Khan is available in. The video I'm going to make will be here, the one I'm making right now, and this screenshot will be on it. You can't see it. You'll have to wait. Wait until it's published. And then there are more practice sheets here. These are 5-step order of operation problems. GED formula, as always, is available because you can use this sheet on any test of mine and also on the GED. All right. So when you submit your work, you have your work written out or on a sticky note or something. You're going to hold it up to your camera. Just click the Start Assignment button and choose Media. And then you can record your response and just hold the paper up and say, here it is. You don't even have to say anything. Just give me a nice clean shot, picture, or a video. That'll be great. Okay, so get out there and try it. And if you get stuck, email me. I'm here to help.